it comes to Doctor Who, we've always had, like, looking back, we've always had those moments in the series that have always been spooky, scary, and all that. Especially when it comes to the modern era of Doctor Who.
Renette, don't look round.
And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna look at, like, previously we looked at the top 5 scariest, of the classic era. Now we're gonna look at the top 5 scariest of the modern era. Before we get into that, though, we are for you. So number 5 was The Quiet Undead. So in this episode, the Doctor and Rose, along with Charles Dickens, go up against bodies that come back to life from smoke and lights. Yeah, explaining this story, like, if you've never seen the episode, doesn't really sound scary, but visually it is. And acting it from it is fairly good, especially since this, like, early season, like, season one, like, probably, like, say, the 5th episode. This episode really helped to get audiences invested into the show early on, being that the time period pieces, and also, it's been for gothic horror.
Spirits from the other side.
The other side of the universe.
Pity us. Pity the girls. There is so little time, help us.
What do you want us to do?
The rift. Take the girl to the rift.
So, wait, when is that ever not a bad thing? So, number 4 was Midnight. Well, as part of a well-deserved holiday, the Doctor takes a tour on a planet called Midnight. Little does he know that something is knocking on the walls. Although the planet shouldn't be inhabited, soon the passengers begin to panic when one of them is possessed. So, compared to, like, say, most episodes of the show, the Doctor doesn't have his companions to back him up, like, when meeting new strangers, which is always something that he always ends up having, like, say, okay, like, Rory, or like, say, even, like, say, Rose, or something, like, say, hey, this guy's the Doctor, don't worry, everything should be golden, and all that, but then he's just having to explain himself, but especially says, like, oh, hey, I'm a tomboy from the planet Gallifrey, got 2 hearts, and then everyone's just like, looking at you like, what? But I figure, like, say, he does, like, this one was pretty done well, and yeah.
I'll help you. That's a promise. So, what do you think?
Do we have a deal?
Hold on. Did she...
She spoke first.
She can't have.
She did. She spoke first.
Oh. Look at that. I'm ahead of you.
Look at that. I'm ahead of you.
Did you see? She spoke before he did.
Always possessions, always kind of scary. Number 3 was Waters of Mars. This one was one of the few final episodes for the 10th Doctor, with the story revolving around one of mankind's first Martian colonies, whose staff had been infected by an intelligent water-based virus. I gotta say, as a person who really loves makeup, I gotta say the folks that are infected look absolutely incredible. Like, yes, it's very minimalistic, but the way, like, like, say, their scratches are almost, like, say, the way the skin is, like, say, all that.
I can help, I promise, I can help. Just leave that man alone. Andy, I'm asking you to take your hand away from him and listen to me.
It looks really good. And I feel like, say, if we saw this in every day, we'd be pretty scared. Especially when they're, like, shooting the water at you. At first, you'd be thinking, what?
What the hell?
But at the same time, you'd be like, oh. Because, yeah, like, say, yeah, like, whenever it's just, yeah, I think this one kind of is a bit unsettling. 2 was Silence in the Library. This is the episode that introduced audiences to the character of River Song.
Your screwdriver. Looks exactly like mine.
Yeah. You gave it to me.
I don't give my screwdriver to anyone.
I'm not anyone.
Along with these pretty intense monsters, plus the idea for them being that there are shadows, like, you know, is that will hurt you. I mean, they're kind of like shadow scorpions in a way. Yeah, and I believe in, like, in life we've always had that moment of what is in the dark.
I'm fine. I can't. Why can't I? I can't. Why can't I? I can't.
What is hiding in there? And yes, I know that, you know, they're not really, you know, just, you know, it's not really the shadows that hurt you. But I do think it is pretty intense, like, say, when suddenly they are taken, and they're taken, like, say, into, like, little projectors, and then suddenly, like, say, we have moments of, like, say, Donna's, like, imposed take, like, say, Donna Noble has left the library, Donna Noble has left the library, and all that, and it's just, like, say,
Has left the library. Donna Noble has been saved.
unsettling. And yeah, I think, and also I think the Vashravarda, I think they are also pretty, you know.
Who turned out the lights? Hey, who turned out the lights?
Back from the back! We're back!
Okay, oof. Yeah, but it's a simple design too. You know, like, say, a skeleton on it, like, you know, in a spacesuit too. Overall, classic. But number 1 was Blink. And well, I'm sure you were expecting this one at number 1, in that Blink is indeed the scariest episode of the Modern Doctor, who in the introduced enemy, they would become bigger, and, you know, as the, you know, like, as the series would go on. In this case, the Weeping Angels.
Sammy! Sammy!
For this Doctor episode, the Doctor is mostly giving the characters help that they might need to survive against them. And I kind of like that, like, you know, the Doctor is not the, you know, like, main focus. He's just a behind character that is willing to help, you know, like, help these other characters to be able to survive from these enemy that are newly introduced to.
Whole world in the box, the doctor says. I hope he's not lying, because I don't see how else we're getting out. Oh, and there's your one.
And I kind of like the fact that as the show would go on, you know, like, this isn't like it's the beginning of it, but at the same time, I kind of like that they are slowly developed as the show go on. You know, they are pretty scary. What do you think is the scariest episode of the modern era when it comes to Doctor Who? I mean, I bet there are some that I probably missed, or some that you would have perhaps put on here. Put your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know. See ya next time, because I have to get out here and, you know, I got more work.